up, folks? Main man, like a lance for more. Rakdos Midrange and Pioneer. Hope you guys are excited for it. I know I am, at least for the time being. Like I said, my name is Lance. More importantly, my screen name is Major Riot. That's Major _ Riot _. That is my screen name on Twitch, YouTube, MTGO, MTGA, and Twitter. If you're watching this live on Twitch, please consider following. Watch this on YouTube. Please consider subscribing. This video a thumbs up. And you also follow me on Twitter, too, for that Bluebird action. That's right. Follow Major Riot on Twitch and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to Major Riot on YouTube for the low cost of free. Don't delay. Do it now for a guaranteed outburst of rage, confusion, and even sometimes joy. I always have this disclaimer, of course. I am not responsible for a sudden increase in top deck only lands, being wrecked by Ragavan, or being unable to find your sideboard cards. If that starts happening to you, it has nothing to do with me. I always got to put that out there. But as you can tell, I do enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. I play Magic the Gathering. I do prefer to play Modern, but you know, it's RCQ season again for me. So that means I'll be playing some Pioneer and a lot of Pioneers. I got a lot of RCQs, it looks like I'm going to. There is one Modern event in the middle of all of it, so you can look forward to some of that, Modern again. But right now, yeah, we've got to play some Pioneer, Rakdos Midrange. The only deck I really know how to play in this format, allegedly know how to play. We'll see how we go. Sup, Luke Man? Glad you're here. How you doing, dude? Take a look at the weather, and folks, it is much cooler today than it has been in a while. Apparently, it's not going to work, so I can't give you the weather, the official deets on the weather. It's cloudy out there, and it's probably about 70 degrees. Let's see here. We are still 46 followers on Twitter. We are still 326 followers on Twitch. We did go up 4 subscribers on YouTube. We're now at 539. So thank you guys very much there. So, of course, shout out to all 46 followers on Twitter. Shout out to all 326 followers on Twitch. Shout out to all 539 subscribers on YouTube. And, of course, a massive shout out to all 4 of my Twitch subscribers. Give me a little bit of the hard-earned money in these very trying and dangerous times. I really appreciate it. It's going way above me on the Call of Duty, obviously. Spend that money anywhere else would make more sense than here, but I really appreciate it. It's really awesome. Obviously, I mean, anybody can watch any of this, but to contribute financially is like just going to the extreme, and I thank you so very much. Playing Rakdos Midrange on Arena for Historic. Hit Mythic on Saturday night. Well, there you go. Congrats. I've never gotten Mythic ever on Arena because I don't ever play Arena. I got up to like Platinum one time playing Standard when Arena was new, like Throne of Eldraine and Theros Beyond Death were on it, and that's when everything had an animation. Remember, like even like Uncommons had animations, like a Sprite Dragon had an animation. Now it's like they don't even give Mythic Rares animations. It's pretty crazy. Which I know is going to happen at some point because that program becomes so massively bloated. Peaked at number 30, number 93. Currently, you're number 125 in the world. Is that what that means? I don't know. We're going to play some Rakdos Midrange. Like I said, I've got a lot of RCQs I'm potentially going to. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's really high ranking. Very good. You know, I haven't played this deck since literally basically May. Last week of May. First day of June. The last RCQ I went to, I got top 8 with this deck. The deck list has changed a little bit. I took out 1 Graveyard Trespasser, which I'm sad because it's basically my favorite creature in the deck, honestly. And 1 Kroxa, which I'm kind of sad about too, to bring in 2 Misery Shadows, which I've had somewhat success with. Just because apparently, for some reason unknown, Rakdos Sacrifice is like the best deck. I don't know what happened. Like I look at their list and like the same list as ever. Let's see if I remember how to play this. Yeah, I know, Manure, but I don't know what happened. Like, it's the same list. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, well, did they get a new card? Or did they discover some new tech? No. I mean, it's just like, I don't understand what's happening there. But whatever, I'm ready for him with Misery Shadow. This card can be really bad or really bad, like any card, I guess. And, you know, we play against Rakdos Midrange. You side this thing out as fast as you can. It's just such a mana sink to just die immediately. Yeah, I mean... I usually, even before putting Misery Shadow there, I usually beat Rakdos Sacrifice. I just bring in Pithing Needle and name like Witch's Oven, and they're just like stuck. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get in there and see how we do. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. Should be relatively self-explanatory. Had a good weekend. Hope you guys did too. I think I plan on being here. I don't know when the last time I did this. I plan on being here all 5 days this week. So far, unless something comes up with work or something else in life, I plan on being here all 5 days this week. Next week, I do have to take a day off for something I got some stuff going on, and you know, so hopefully you can have some good rack. It's gonna be Rakdos Midrange for a while. In Historic. Oh, you can play that in Historic. That's right. You can play the One Ring in Historic. But hey, I'm dealing with it in Modern. Not as common as in Modern, probably. Or it's less common in Modern. Alrighty, well, before I get to decide to mull or keep this handed to reveal my beverage today, and folks, I got a good one here. It's one that I don't think you see too often, but I really recommend if you manage to pick it up, even though they don't even make it anymore. I just noticed there's some different art on this, or never noticed this art before. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about a 12-ounce can of Mountain Dew Pitch Black. That's right, it's delicious. What I'm talking about is this Comet. You see that Comet right there? I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's actually got like a, you know, like the rock on thing. That's interesting. I never noticed that. Is there other things in here? Like this got like an asteroid exploding, but I don't recognize the pattern, what it's supposed to be. I'm sure I'm missing something. But anyways, yeah, we all know the official start of the video doesn't begin until I crack my beverage. It's going to happen right now. Here we go. Yeah. All right. That's always good. All right. I'm going to keep this. Turn 2 Blood Tide Harvester is never bad. It just isn't. Opponent is double queuing a Commander Legends 4-player Phantom Draft League. What is that? Good lord, what is happening there? MTG bot's back. Wasn't here last time when I played because there's an update. We've got a curve. That's right. 2, 3, 4. No 5 in the deck, but maybe I'm going second. Maybe I can top deck a Thoughtseize and have a true 1, 2, 3. Is this immediate? Oh, what is? Oh, I got Lotus Field here. Okay, we got problems. We got problems, folks. We got problems. Yep. All right. Well, hope for the best. The thing is, I gotta remember how to side, you know? There it is. Immediate. I know I gotta bring in Pithing Needle. Oh my god, they're gonna turn 2 kill me? Yeah, I look pretty dead here. They have 4 cards in hand? I almost wonder if it'd be better to play Croxa. Try and get their hand size down. I think I will. Maybe that's wrong. I'm gonna play Trespasser. They discard a second Lotus. Black Lotus. Well, at least they took 3. Like I didn't even wait. He just went for it. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just Vizier here. When you need Shealdred. For pour over the pages. Yeah, that would have been a great turn to have Shealdred. They would have taken 12 damage. They just wouldn't have been able to play these. Should be dead. I mean, they turned 2 Lotus Field, which is like insane to turn 2 that. I don't know. The last time I seen somebody turn 2 a Lotus Field in this format. Like, that's just devastating. Yeah, it's just over now. Well, we make them do it. If this was I always make the opponent run through it, even in paper. I just don't give a fuck. Like, they can bitch at me. I mean, technically they still haven't shown a way to win. Technically, but you know, on MTGO, you just make sure people do their shit. You know. So what a great way to come back into Pioneer. You know, it's really weird how Pioneer has become this format ever since they made it, where it's just they're like, I remember they made Pioneer. They said we're gonna have our eyes and ears on it, and we're just gonna make sure that no weird shit's going on. We want this to be a fun format for the children. You know, for the children, they would say. And they did that for a few months, right? I mean, first few months of the format, they were like banning things every month. They were testing things continuously, they said, and we got it under control. And of course they didn't, because we had Inverter of Truth, various other, including this deck. I mean, a lot of stuff going on. and really, ever since then, they just kind of let the format go. I mean, they got rid of Inverter of Truth and a couple other things. But really, since then, they've just been like, hey, man, that's just Pioneer, man. It's a combo. It's a combo format, which has to be something that they just did not at all want to happen when they first made this format. They wanted to be different. They wanted to be fun. They wanted to be a little slower pace. They wanted to make it so players felt like they were doing something, each of them, you know, and they've just completely abandoned this format, it feels like. They're just like, I don't know, play Modern. Even though their excuse for Pioneer was to try and get the decks down in cost, right? Because Modern, you know, an average deck costs about $1,000. Pioneer, you know, a deck, it is cheap. An average deck is like $400 or $500, I think. This is an expensive deck. This Rakdos is like $800. But they've just completely abandoned this. They're like, hey, good luck. Wow. Like, I seriously have more fun playing Modern most of the time with, you know, like Golgari Midrange. I mean, that deck went 3-2 two times. I felt like I was doing something. I felt like opponents had to respond to me. In this format, it's just half the opponents I play against, they either have their combo or they don't, you know, within 2-3 turns. And I have to sit here and just waste time. And then it becomes, you know, since I'm live streaming, how do I entertain the viewers, right? I just can't sit here and, you know, read history of the Cincinnati Reds, even though what is happening? Where's the third card? There it is. It doesn't even matter. They get to shuffle the one in. It doesn't even matter. You can shuffle the Omniscience. I don't care. But it's just terrible, you know. Like, it really seems like they don't want to do anything anymore anyways. Like, I don't really think Modern needs to have anything banned. You know, when people want the One Ring ban and off the cuff, yeah, we should probably ban it. Just knee-jerk reaction. But in Pioneer, there's obviously problems, right? I mean, there's just, it's so unfun to play this a lot of times. And what's sad is when I get to play this deck, this Rakdos Midrange deck, it is very fun because it does feel like an older style, slower Modern almost. But that rarely happens, it feels like. It's just, I don't know. Something's very wrong. Something's very, very wrong, and they don't care. I mean, Wizards of the Coast just don't care. I've said this many times. Wizards of the Coast is probably one of the worst companies, you know, for actual caring about their product. You know, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. What? Something's wrong in the country of Denmark? I have no idea. I'm pretty far away from Denmark. I've never been there. I probably never will be. I never really plan on ever going to Europe. Maybe someday. I doubt it. But the thing that's sad about a lot of like traveling the world is, you know, if you're young, you just can't really afford it. What is this? Chandra Hope's Beacon? I don't know, shuffle that back. I have no idea. But, you know, when you're young, you don't really have the money or the time to go traveling super far away, you know. Like, that's a big investment of planning and everything to go to Europe or Japan or Australia. And it's a lot of money, obviously. Even though I've been on trips to Las Vegas that have technically cost me more money than probably would have gone to Japan. A Hamlet reference for when things are wrong. When something's not quite right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I haven't seen Hamlet in a long time, or read Hamlet. I did some Shakespeare stuff in high school, but that was so long ago. What was the one that I thought was Macbeth? I thought was the best one, and I don't remember Macbeth. Yeah. How much? 5. But yeah, I mean, well, whenever I think something's not right, I'm like feeling a little strange. That's how I like to say that. Like, I'm feeling a little strange. This is a new way they win. Is this Chandra Hope's Beacon? They've discovered this. This do. Well, what's funny is that one extra life I gained off Graveyard Trespasser is going to make me do it an additional time. That's funny. Oh, well, at least the Mariners, well, they were doing better. They did win yesterday, but they beat a bunch of really good teams, in my opinion. You know, won series against them. But then, of course, they lose the series against the Tigers. And now they got to play, what, the Twins? Yeah, we got to play against the Twins. And there's a chance we might win. We got to play 4 against the Twins. I mean, I don't know. They're just very strange teams sometimes. I wonder how much they rely on having to only do this 4 times. I wonder if the 5th time is going to be a problem for them. I don't think it shouldn't be. I mean, they can't cast it with Lear. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're only 2 games ahead. Well, part of the problem too, Manure Bud, is that the Orioles are the exact opposite. The Orioles, like, basically can't lose. They beat every team. Like, the Orioles are for real. They're the real deal. The real McCoy. Mariners aren't going to make the playoffs. They just can't win consistently enough. I thought maybe when they got a little bit of, I mean, I guess they still can. They're only like 5 games out. But I just don't see those other teams in front of them losing a bunch. You know, like, I don't see that, like, it had to be like the Yankees, Red Sox, and Blue Jays all start losing real bad. I know, yeah. 2 years ago, the Orioles were terrible, and then last year they almost made the playoffs. That was the team the Mariners were racing against, to make it in, and you know, we just barely got there. But yeah, now they're super good. They beat the Mariners. They beat the Mariners both times. When they came to Seattle, they beat the Mariners. They won the series, and when we went to Baltimore, they won the series. It's just, you know, wow, they couldn't do it. I still have another turn. What? What the hell? All right, well, I'm going to play a Sheldred. Let's see what happens. I mean, they should be able to do this, right? No, they don't have that Gala bed thing anymore. Wow, that one life I gained, like, messed them up pretty bad. That's crazy. I'm sure they got it, right? Yeah, they just swing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they got me. They figured it out. Yeah, I guess I didn't even think about that. Yeah, even if I would play 2 Blood Tide Harvesters, it wouldn't have been there. Because it can do 2. Alright, well, damn. Alright, let's see here. Fatal Push is terrible. like Duress. I like Pithing Needle. I like Unlicensed Purse. I like Go Blanks. I do not like Graveyard Trespasser, and I don't think we need Misery Shadow. You still want these things in for Leer. Dreadbore should also come out, so maybe I should bring in Graveyard Trespass. Maybe I should bring in Misery Shadow. Sure. Dreadbore's so bad in this matchup. Do you think that Wonder Woman will get banned? Cards too busted and played so many archetypes. So in Modern, I don't know what's going on in this. Well, they can't even play in this format, but in Explorer. In Modern, you know, it seems to be really found a home in 4-color pile. Other decks, it's obviously good in, but you know they suffer more from it because they don't have the life gain like Omnath has. And then Bowmaster's just, wow, look at that, 7 lands. Should I keep this, guys? Bowmaster is just like a dominant card right now. What the hell? I'd really like a Thoughtseize Duress here. I'm going to try 5. I mean, no. The hand actually got worse. All right, keeping. You know, I mean, what the fuck? Bottom. I mean, Jesus. That's horrible. That's absolutely atrociously bad. I am going first. Maybe the Bloodtide Harvester can get there. They'll probably immediately play a the 0/3, which I can never remember its name. It's horrible. I can't remember the thing's name. A Boreal Grazer. Oh, they didn't play it. All right. We have a clock. We're ready. There they go. They're ready too. All right. See if I remember how to play. Duress. They have a Leer. That's really bad. So just gonna play Lotus Field. All good. Look at that. So bad. I guess we take the Ball of Recovery. I mean, there's no point in discarding anything else. I mean, they can just grab whatever I discard. So, yeah, get rid of that. This can attack still, right? It's been so long. I want to deal an extra point of damage. I believe it can still attack, right? It's an artifact, so let's see if I misplay bad here. No, I cannot attack. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Fuck! How am I so bad this game? That's embarrassing. Just miss out on 3 points of damage. I thought it couldn't, but it's the only format I ever crew in, so it's just, it was horrible. It's absolutely horrible. What happened? Oh no, they only have 1. Yeah, I mean, it's just horrible. It's about as bad as things can get. Now I can crew and attack, but I'm just dumb, so, you know. What can I tell you guys? See, now they'd be at, what, 10 instead of 13? They have a Leer. I need to be able to fire up this hive and eat the ball again. Oh, God. I guess I can take the Leer with this. All right. Take Leer. They'll have 6, 7 mana. This is the... Oh, it is 7 mana. Fuck. I think it was still best to take Leer, right? I don't know. Swing for 7. I'm going to draw a card now and see if I can't get unlicensed herders. See if I couldn't get a duress there. So they'd be at 3 instead of 6 now. Wow. Okay. All right, I probably just lost. So in the end, it looks like my misplay of missing out on 3 damage won't come back to bite me. It's not like they're sitting at 3 right now. They're sitting at 6, so. Oh well. If it would have come back to bite me if I top decked a land, right? Because I'm going to fire it up Hive. And, you know, it doesn't matter where it's like discard your hands to your library for 3 cards, put them in your hand, and shuffle them. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. I guess send back Omniscience. So. Well, there you go, Manure Butt. That's cool. I don't have any friends that ever play Team Trios, and even if I did have friends, they're not going to be able to have a Legacy and a Modern or a Pioneer deck. My friends are like always in like extreme financial devastation. Like they never have any money. Whenever they get money, they immediately blow it. Like my one friend had $21,000. He's got a real problem where he constantly is upgrading cars. Right, he'll buy a car for 20,000, pay 2,000 of it off, trade it in for a $50,000 car, and then he'll pay like 3,000 of that car off, then trade in that $50,000 car. Now he's up to a car that costs $100,000. You know, and his insurance plus his payment are like more than my mortgage. And you know, this is Washington State, so mortgages are really expensive here. You know, like I hear about people living in like Montana where they have a house on property like similar to my situation, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my mortgage is like $1,500 a month." I'm like, "What?" Man, but you know, it's crazy how bad with money people are, and it's particularly crazy how bad my friends are with money. Like they cannot hold on to money. And it's not like you can say, oh, they've got a severe gambling or drug addiction. They don't, which is good. They have a severe fast food DoorDash addiction, a severe buying garbage you don't need addiction. Like why would my friend spend $400 on like a hentai, like dark magician girl statue? You know, that's not good. Like, why would you waste that money on that, dude? Like, what are you doing? All right, how can you have that set up in your studio apartment? And, or, I don't even think he has a studio, but whatever, his apartment, and be like, hey, check that out. You know, I mean, come on, dude, that's not fun. That's not cool. Um, And the other guy with the car thing, I could go on for hours talking to you guys about his car problems. Like, it's unending. The man has probably spent or in debt to probably $500,000 because of cars. Like, it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like, and he has no concept of money either. Like, that's another thing too. He doesn't understand how expensive things are for other people, right? Like, he talks to me like, "You got a good job," which, yeah, it's true. I do. I don't have, like, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not making like huge bank, but I make enough to raise a family of 4. Um, and you know, he's like, "You could buy this $150,000 car." I'm like, first off, no, I couldn't. That's way too expensive. I can barely make ends meet the way me and my wife are situated right now. And you know, he has no idea what anything is. Like, he just doesn't. And it's like disturbing. It's crazy. And it's just like, damn. And I had another friend. They were supposed to hang out with me, right? I hadn't seen this guy in years, and years, because again, he's bad with money. He's made horrible life decisions, in my opinion, where he could have been a stable individual. He could have had a decent job. So he always quits jobs. He's like, I don't want to do this. I want to be a. He's gone from like bizarre job to bizarre job, like not bizarre job, but bizarre hobby to bizarre hobby. He had a good job working a management job for a restaurant that, you know, paid enough, and he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be a professional wrestler. What? Dude, that's stupid. And then he gets a job at the postal service, and he says, I want to be a stand-up comedian. What? That's terrible. And then he says, you know, he gets another job managing like a Costco or like some sort of department in Costco. That's fine. That's good. He quits that because he wants to be. Well, there we go. That's a fun first match back to Pioneer. He wanted to be a podcaster, a movie review podcaster, and everything's devastated his whole life. Like, his whole life has just been just living like just terrible. And again, he buys shit you don't need. You don't need to buy these elaborate video game trinkets, and like it's just like, so I went to hang out with him. We spent like several weeks planning this out, where I was going to see him for the first time in years, and he was like, I think I can afford $20 to go to KFC. I'm like, all right, cool, I like KFC. Yeah, I'll meet you there this day. You have time to plan, put away $20 in a special spot underneath your pillow or something, I don't know. The day before, he texts me and says, I don't have enough money to go to KFC, I'm sorry. And then I never heard from him ever again. You know, and that was already like 6+ months ago. So it's just like, damn. What kind of life are you living when you're in your mid-30s and you can't fucking afford KFC? Yeah, I'll keep. KO Diamond says, I've also come to realize how bad majority of people are with money. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. And Minoru says, spend too much money on cardboard. Yeah, me too. I mean, we're playing Magic the Gathering. We're all on the same page there. I mean, we are. So this looks to be Gruul vehicles. Probably. Got a shock and fatal push it. I mean, I'm going to shock at some point. Might as well get it over with. All right. But I mean, this, you know, I just don't get it. And the thing that kills me too, KO, because I know that you never want to have kids, or for now you don't. Maybe you'll change your mind. Is all these guys don't have any children. None of them have a mortgage. None of them have property taxes. I have 2 kids, a wife, 4 dogs, property taxes, and everything under the kitchen sink you can think of. I don't have expensive vehicles. I don't have luxury things like that. You know, it's just, I don't understand. I just don't understand how these guys have so many financial problems. And he's like, you shouldn't have financial problems. You shouldn't. But they still do. It's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me sometimes. All right, so how bad is this going to be for me? I'm 0-1. Yeah, well, that's not too bad. All right, well, that's good. Draw that mountain. Swinging for 3, obviously. I really need to find, like, some cards to maybe kill that Lovestruck Beast or something. What is this? Rumbling Slum? Huh? There. First time I cast any of these cards in a long time. Except for Kroxa. I was playing Rakdos, and I think it was also, I have it in Jund too. So I've been playing Kroxa. Obliterating Bolt. The Goblin Shaman. Yeah. I'm so psychic. It's devastating when I'm gambling. Like, I got beat up pretty bad playing blackjack over the weekend, and I was just psychic. Like, the dealer's got 20, dealer's going to get 21. It's terrible, you know? I have a swamp, so Sheoldred's coming out. So I want to discard any of these cards. Like, is Misery Shadow good against? I can't imagine it being good against. Even Graveyard Trespasser is a little questionable, but you know, I'll just say that one. I draw another land. I'm always punished for that. But, you know, I've done it before. I'm like, oh, I'll certainly draw another land. Then I don't draw a land. Now I can't play Sheoldred. But I guess it might be worth it because I could have played another different Fable. There's Sheoldred for you. They can't cast the one card yet, the Crone War. So that's good. All right, here's a Lovestruck Beast. So I could use, you know, literally any removal spell here. That's not really what I'm looking for. So now what? Well, I don't really want to attack with anything. I mean, I could send in the Blood-Tithe Harvester and see if they block. I think it's just good here to play another Fable. Make them eat up some damage. Right. I could play Graveyard Trespasser. Put more pressure on them, but I think it's just better to cast this. And if they can't remove Blood-Tithe Harvester... What's up, Seeknair? Uh-huh. I'm just going to kill that Elvish Mystic. Keep restricting him on mana. Alright, there we go. That's enough. Opponent had enough. Go for the Throat. I don't know if I should take that out. Extinction Event is very good here. And Noxious Grasp I also like. Again, I think Misery Shadow is bad. This is the thing I've always ran into, Misery Shadow. I've always, whenever I've had it in the deck, I'm constantly signing it out. It's just, it's not, like, it's very specific when you play it. Go for the Throat could be bad in situations, right? Noxious Grass is always pretty good. I don't even remember. I think I'm willing to take out like the Reckner Bankbuster and the Go for the Throat. I mean, I'm not really going to use Bankbuster. Yeah. Hope you're doing good, Seeknair. Appreciate you showing up and hanging out. My opponent's screen name is Emergency Draft. Nope, can't keep a one-lander. That's no good. I mean, I won the first game in Pioneer in quite a long time, but you know, my opponent didn't really do anything. So no, well, this was like a mountain. I can't run the risk there. I gotta find something maybe a little bit more decent. Okay, there we go. Keep. Put the redundant on the bottom. Sheldred on bottom. I like the format as long as I don't play against too many like combo decks. You know, the problem with Pioneers is just the combo deck format, which before on the stream I was talking about how Wizards, when the format first showed up, that they were going to, you know, make sure that it was a fun and fair game for both players. And they did that for the first like 3 months, and then after that they basically gave up on the format until they banned Verve of Truth, and then they just let it fall into disarray again. You know, I mean, really, this format isn't as fun as Modern, obviously, in my opinion. I think it's significantly worse, because there's like maybe like 10 decks you could play and maybe do well at a big tournament. In Modern, I'm a pretty liberal guy when it comes to the decks in that format, obviously, and I'd say there's like 200 decks where I wouldn't be shocked if it won an event. Like, I'd be a little surprised if like 8-Rack or even Ponza won, but I wouldn't be like blown away. Like, what is that? Yeah, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, it's good they did nothing on turn 1. I wonder what kind of hand they kept then if they're doing nothing. Like, they're literally doing nothing here. I'm probably gonna have my Blood Tithe Harvester stomped. Like, all right. No, he was not stomped. Okay. We'll take care of that thing eventually. What is that, 3? Okay. I feel like I need to just kill that now. Like, that's too devastating to have suddenly, you know, this feels like a hand where they kept just because they saw Stormseeker and, like, the Chariot card. That's just a good time to, I mean, this Dreadbore's not doing a lot most of the time anyways. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna play Fabled Mirror Breaker here. The plan is that, you know, we can get some mana maybe going, like an Extinction Event. Extinction Event's very good against this Gruul deck. Most of their cards are odd mana. Yeah. Yeah, I'll discard the Bugbear. Just that one. I'll Thoughtseize. No Lightning Bolt in this format, right? The Crone War and... Yeah, I'll take a Crone War. Now it's like, do you swing in here? and just get the extra mana guaranteed because it's a disaster if I swing. If I don't swing and they like obliterating bolt or stomp this, right, and I don't draw a land, that would be a disaster. I know I got rid of Den the Bugbear, but I was hoping to find a land that wouldn't tap. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to waste this Goblin and play a Blood Tithe Harvester. There is a chance they will Boseiju, you know, the Fable the Mirror Breaker, but I'm not going to let them give me an extra mana. They block, which is smart of them. All right, there we go. The idea here is if they play out the Miglogs or Bone Crusher, like an Extinction Event them. Hopefully they don't draw a Seeker's Chariot. That's the worst. I will take 5. Not good, but I will take it. Remove an oil counter against Vigilance and Menace. Well, they were holding on these Boseijus like hardcore. Hardcore. So what sucks is now, of course, this will die. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, it's not exactly great. I mean, it's going to die anyways, right? To this. Or Boseiju. They do have a legendary. Getting a little low on life. Name odd. Oof. Alright, I'll eat the Reckless Storm Seeker. Hope they continue to struggle to find stuff to do. Okay. Power Wheel kills, alright. I mean, it's a little bit scary against this Bone Crusher Giant. I basically have to let it swing in. And then I do have one more creature in the graveyard. I mean, if I let it come through, it's at 4. Man. Really need to find Sheoldred. Well, that'd be, you know, yeah, in a Crone War, they would have just played it right away. They wouldn't have waited for this. We know they have 2 Boseijus in hand. So the question is, what are they also holding, right? I think I'm down with just trading and... you know. Okay, so it is a Love Struck beast, so I am very glad that I traded there. Now he's got to find other things to do. You know, a Shealder would be relatively amazing. I mean, that kind of works too. Oh, I love this card, so I don't like going down to 2. I mean, this card is super good. So I have the Power Word Kill ready for when that Love Struck goes to attack. Just, yeah, no Crone War here. A Crone War, they would still have to discard, right? Yeah, they still would. And then I'll... The problem is if I block one of these 1/1s, what if they stomp? I'll go for it. Do they seriously have... God, Jesus, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable they top deck Bone Crusher Giant. That is disgusting. That is incredibly gross that they top deck that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, it didn't really matter because even if I wouldn't have blocked, then there's a Bone Crusher Giant now against me. So what could I do there? Well, I'm still technically not dead yet. Still not dead. I have one more draw. What is that? All right, dead. What is this? That's terrible. They actually had the Bone Crusher. And I wouldn't have won anyways. I couldn't have swung. You know, I couldn't have swung there. I'd really like to be able to keep a hand. I have mulled every single game almost here. And this is a very questionable hand to keep. Like, I don't think I can keep it. I'd have to put, like, a Shealdred on the bottom and hope to start finding other things to do. I mean, I guess I could try. It's pretty damn weak. It's really bad, honestly. I guess I'll keep it. I mean, I'm just not feeling it with Moles today. It feels like it's just a losing battle. I haven't molded into a better hand. Is what I'm trying to say. I've molded into pretty bad hands. You know, like they actually get worse somehow. Like it was a terrible hand. Now it's an extra terrible hand. This hand is a slight improvement. I actually maybe be able to find a 4th land and start playing some cards, but hopefully I can, you know, do other stuff. I mean, I can kill a Llanowar Elf, so that's good. You know, not a lot of confidence right now. I remember what I was doing there for a second. I was like, wow. All right. Well, I found a threat that I can cast now. Guaranteed. I do nothing. What is going on? They do nothing. Swing for 4. Play Sheoldred? I mean, I guess they could be duping me here. You know, they could be holding a land and a Crone War. I mean, they could really be nasty. That is some extreme future sight there. If that's what they're doing. All right, here we go. Why? How does this shit happen to me? What the fuck? That's insane. What? I got an extinction event for even. You know? I mean, I need to kill that. What does it say? Until your next creature attack. Okay. Extinction event for even? I mean, I reckon. Here comes a big ship. Oh, the Seeker's Chariot. Oh, I tapped wrong. Fuck. Oh, God. God. Fucking horrible. I needed to have this one. I need to have one, the Blood Crypts untapped. I just been getting fucked over in the ass by, I mean, I'm gonna send Bone Crusher Giant, right? Because I might be able to kill a Seeker's Chariot with this effect. Oh. They want to trade? What's going on here? I mean, this has to attack. I forgot about that, but what is going on here? Why would they want to do this? You think they'd... Yeah, second Chariot, I suppose. Okay. Now I do get my swamp. I mean, this is gonna die anyways, right? Well, it doesn't make any sense to push Chariot because it'll die, right? It's gonna die, and this is gonna die too, and I'm still just gonna be out of Fatal Push. Because this says each tapped creature deals damage equal to itself to its own power. So I might as well just let this trade happen. And now I do have double push available. So I don't know what happened there. It must be another Chariot or something's going on. Yes. Push. I gotta be concerned about that Den of the Bugbear, too. Oh, Lord. Revolt push. Sheldred, I need you. Haunted Ridge. Yeah, that Besage is going to get me killed. Because it took out my, I went at an extra draw. Just nothing ever goes right for me. Just every time it's a struggle. Like, every single time it's a struggle. It's just, you can just feel the pain. You just feel the pain. Again, I need Sheldred. Like, that's my only out here. Light Eye Harvester is probably not going to be good enough. I'm just saying. It sucks ass. So frustrating to play. You know, I mean, both games that they win, they had everything, right? Like, no matter what play I would have made, it wouldn't have been good enough, right? Oh, okay. Sure. Why the fuck not? I just lose, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Well, fuck me. Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with playing this deck, is that you have to have it such a narrow lane because your deck is actually pretty weak. You just have to have such a narrow lane to fit your massive cock and balls down, just to try and get there, you know, and it's tough. And like, you know, I couldn't have won game 2 where they bone crushed my trespasser either, because I would have had to, if I wouldn't have blocked the 1/1, they would have just stomped me and then played Bone Crusher anyways. And then how could I have swung? You know, I'd have to swing into them, gain 1 life, go back up to like 6, I think. They would have blocked with Bone Crusher, and then I would have lost regardless. You know, it's just... And then that game 3, they betted the whole farm on finding a 4th land. And what am I supposed to do? Not play Sheoldred? Like, I mean, they're not going to play a Crowan War until Sheoldred's on the field. And I guess I could have held a Sheoldred the entire game. You know, I guess. But it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter. The Besaju was really devastating. I didn't look to see what I was going to draw next. I would have gotten 1 extra draw if they would have Besaju'd. Just a really bad day already. Just a day where you're like, what am I doing this for? Is this what I want to do with my life? And I guess the answer is yes, as I'm still here. It's going to be an 0-5. Might be an 0-5. Sure. All right, blue eye control looks like. I just need to find a 3rd land. Okay, there's a 3rd land. Let's Thoughtseize. See what is going on over here. What the hell is this? Strict Protector. Counter that ability as a controller pays 2. Do I have anything that does it? I guess Kroxa, Graveyard Trespasser. I guess most of my stuff does. They have Lotus Field? What's happening here? What in the hell is going on now? Wow. Well. You know, you generally want to take the most powerful card, which would be Wandering Emperor. Like, straight up. Just Wandering Emperor would be the best card to take. You could get really fancy and greedy and try to take this land that they're going to try and play. But I would assume they have a shit ton of fucking lands. Chippy's saying the second land. If I take their land here, they're just going to draw another one. We look hella fucking stupid. And then I have to deal with the Lotus field. I'll try it. I'll see. You know, we'll take a look here. Wow. All right, well, maybe it'll work. All right, now we'll stomp them. All right, there's their other land. So stomp. What's funny, the original impulse, I think, said shuffle, right? It didn't say put them on the bottom. I think it said shuffle, or maybe it said put them on the bottom, then shuffle. It used to say something about shuffling, the original print. Yep. That's weird. All right. Yeah, let's discard some cards here. I guess I'll discard the lands this time. Okay. Gonna power word kill that. Just bada bing, bada boom. Swing for 2. Make a treasure. That is fucked, though, that they managed to now they have 5 mana. I mean, we're in serious trouble here, I think. So you got a Flash Wandering Emperor. Okay. Big Buster, I don't mind drawing that. Alright, we'll swing in for 5. And we'll just stomp the Emperor, I guess. Yep. Now how am I going to get through Shark Typhoon? I just can't win. I think this could be an 0-5 league. I'm not going to be able to play the full league today. because that Lotus field for sure. But it's probably gonna be an 0-5 league. You know, it's really weird with this deck. Like either this deck, like I just completely annihilate people. Oh, well, son of a fucking bitch. Are you fucking for real? Exile everything, all creatures, all artifacts, all enchantments, all graveyards. Well, I'm gonna draw a card. Everything's going away. Probably the worst card. All right, well. They have incredible mana. Yep. Yeah, I'll discard that. I'll keep the Fatal Pushes now. I have a Shark Typhoon to make sure. Okay. Swing for 2. Should I get greedy and cast the other one? Sure. Why not? You're gonna have a second extinction event, right? Or farewell. Okay, it's just a Hero of Dominaria. Nothing to freak out too bad there, folks. Before this resolves. All right, we're gonna try and take that out, I guess. It actually doesn't matter because of I forgot he just untaps the Lotus field. So, yeah, they're just dead here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to win a game today, guys, or a match. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. It's gonna be one of those days where no matter what I try to do, what I try to figure out, it's just not gonna work. Yeah. I mean, maybe I can top deck a Dreadbore. Castle Lockwing's not horrible here. Oops. What do you know? Get the big one. And then, yeah, everybody at Teferi. Other than that, to be everyone at Teferi. Yeah, it has to be everyone at Teferi. He'll just block whichever Bone Crusher's going at Teferi. So everyone get in there. Hit the Teferi, even though I don't think this is really going to matter too much. All right, I mean, sure. That Lockwing's a big draw there. Might keep me with this guy barely. Keyword barely. Jesus. All right. I probably should have played that tap. Or, I mean, untapped. Yeah, Misery Shadow. Okay. Threat. He got rid of his own Shark Typhoon there, so that's pretty good, but I mean, he just has like unlimited mana almost. He's not even drawing extra cards. That's the thing that's ridiculous. Again, he's just finding this shit. I mean, I don't know what to do. I seriously don't know what to do at all. I mean, you can just fire this up. It's just impossible for me to kill. I got nothing. Like, I literally have nothing. Like, I think the game's just over. I can't handle that much mana against me. You know, the best I can hope for is somehow to overwhelm him with creatures, I think. I don't know. I literally don't know what to do here. I don't even know how he has so many. Well, no, I do. He's had a lot of cards out to Teferi and shit, you know. Just an Emperor. 8 mana. Sure. Sure. I don't know why I'm playing against this kind of shit all the time, where it's just like, you know, you look at people's decks and you're like, this shouldn't be winning that well, and it's like, I play against it, it's like the greatest thing you ever fucking seen. Like, this is like unbeatable. 11 cards in hand, 2 Lotus fields. Yeah, it's just horrible. I'm just gonna concede. I don't want to play against this anymore. I need to play. You know, I don't want to waste time. I'm behind on the clock. Just get this shit out of fucking here. I'm telling you right now, these Misery Shadows are absolute misery to have. Like, I've played with them before, and they're always like the worst card in the deck. And they're like, well, you might play against Rakdos Sacrifice. You might play Rakdos Sacrifice. Where the fuck is it? And instead of having like cards I prefer more in, I've got these shitty Misery Shadows in, which aren't even good in the mirror match. Like, they're the first card you side out in the mirror match. You say, get that fucking shit out of here. I forgot Noxious Grasp is good. I always forget to bring this one in. If I can bring it in, so Misery Shadow went out. Fatal pushes her out. I like Dreadbore. Something like that. This is basically like big ass blue-white control. It would be helpful if I had, you know, turn 1 Thoughtseize. No, we're gonna mull here. I can't keep these hands. It's bad. I mean, today's just a bad day. We're gonna mull again. It's a really, really bad day. What a great way to come back to Pioneer. I knew it was gonna be this way. And we're gonna keep this and lose. I mean, it's over. It's over. I can't really do anything. I don't want to put the Blood Tides on the bottom. I want to try and keep 3 lands. That's where the sweet spot starts going. I want to keep a creature land. Yeah, with that. Very unfun day. Very unfun day playing this. And that's unfortunately the memories I usually have of this deck. It's just like, man, it's just so tough to have fun in this format. Like, you just don't really ever feel like you're doing anything cool, right? Like it's just something's wrong. Like something's always wrong. I'm going to play my Harvester first. Next turn I can do Duress and Harvester. What you got? Wow, look at that redundant ass hand. What? What is this? What the fuck? I have no idea. I mean, should I just roll a dice here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I mean, I don't think any of these are. I mean, if I take one, I mean, I don't know. I guess I should take like impulses. I guess take an impulse. Jesus. All right, swing for 3. I mean, they're just looking for Lotus Field, right? A Foretold card. Noxious Grasp, which I don't mind. Okay, swing for 6. Take out a Teferi, Planeswalker, or Wandering Emperor. I wonder they must have been the Foretell card they put on the top from the Impulse. Oh, I guess it's that. All right, I mean, what the hell? What is this shit? Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. I don't see a reason to discard one of these. Try this thing. Okay. Maybe I should have took Impulse, I don't know. They cycle. You got discard to hand size. They get rid of Farewell. This has Menace, so I might as well just fire it up. I can't even block it. All right, I mean, there's many ways for me to lose here. They have 7 cards in hand. They cycle and do not get another blocker. What is that? I am confused. Why would they do that? They must have something coming up. I mean, at least I drew my other creature land. At 2. I mean, maybe they're gonna do. Maybe they're gonna do. Oh, I forgot to play my Den the Bugbear like an idiot. Maybe they're gonna play Sphinx Revelation. I was so confused why they didn't do anything. Like, what's happening over here? All right. I mean, I guess they'll go for like Memory Deluge or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we go for it. Maybe they have their Wandering Emperor. Yep. That's how we lose. Now they can Sphinx for at least 2. Oh, well, I do have Noxious Grass for that. Jesus Christ. All right, game's over. I tried my best, guys. I just could not get there. I tried really hard. And it's just, I can't. I am not going to be able to win today. I'm really trying here, but it's just an impossible, thankless task. I have to play out one of these Fable the Mirror Breakers. This is an XL Planeswalkers. I have 3, 4, 6 mana. Oh yeah, I figured I could still copy again. All right, I mean, I don't see a way to win this. Um, draw 6. Sunfall, that's the one. All right, they only got 9 cards in hand. And I can't win this. I mean, it's just not possible to win anymore, right? I mean, I don't see how. How could this deck ever lose? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think it's helpful that I had to mull what down to 5 and then 6 and then keep a bad 6 because I'm really scared of mulling today. Like, I just hope they kill me real fast here. I conceded fast the first game, and yet here I am still in game 2, unable to die, you know? I mean, it's just, you know, what do you even do? This format's a very unfun format. Like, this has to be one of the least fun formats you can play. Like, it's just so unfun. It's just so unenjoyable. Yeah, I can't kill that. I have anything that can. I have discard 2 cards, just 2 lands. And I got rid of Farewell, too. A little late for that. And then Hollow Fountain. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm not having any fun. I'm literally not doing anything. I got nothing else to tell you guys. I need to get off. My life is more precious than this. A really pathetic showing from the deck. Probably a really pathetic showing from me. I don't see any way. I guess I could play another different. I guess I could play. I guess I could play this. And then just name like Teferi Hero Dominaria. I'm sure they have 4. And, you know, maybe there's a weird rule where they farewell. I don't know why they would. You literally can't kill this thing because they have like 10 cards in hand all the time. Just another situation where I find they. Oh, that's right. They don't have to pick creatures. That's stupid. All right, I'm getting off. I don't want to play anymore, guys. I'm really depressed. I feel really sick. I didn't do anything today. Like, I won one game, I think. And that's only because my opponent did nothing. These Misery Shadows are so bad. They're so bad. I don't ever want to play them again. Like, I hate them. They just don't do anything. They just, literally, you sign them out every game unless you're playing against, like, specifically Mono Green or Rakdos Sacrifice. And if I was Psychic and I knew that I was going to only play against... Did I overpay here? What is going on? Okay, there we go. Right? Why was it struggling there? If I knew I was playing against only mono green or mono black, I mean Rakdos Midrange, I would gleefully have 4 copies in the main, right? I mean, that's what you do if you're Psychic. You say, oh, I'm only going to play against this one deck, 4 copies of Misery Shadow. But other than that, it's been a terrible card. Like, it's never done anything impressive, ever. I think I've only gotten to use its ability, like, one time. Just one random mono green guy, and I think I still lost. Like, it's just not an impressive enough card to play. You know, Graveyard Trespasser is an impressive-ass card because it's a 3/3. It's fucking big. It becomes a 4/4. As soon as it enters the battlefield, it does something. Kroxa is super good in Pioneer compared to Modern. Modern is questionable. But, you know, I just don't like this card. I struggle so bad with it. It's just, it seems like such an empty fucking void whenever I play. It's just like, I just always want to side it out because it's not good. It's just, you know, like today, I wouldn't have sided out Graveyard Trespasser or Kroxa. You know, I don't know really how to side very well with this deck, this format in general. Just a very depressing, lonely, sad, pathetic day. Welcome back to Pioneer. Here's your boots to the nuts. Rip off your balls, and congrats. It was another terrible day with this deck. You know, most of the time is a terrible time with this deck. When I look at my win-loss record with this deck, it's really poor. You know, it's not good. This deck is extremely good, but only if you can follow exactly the path. And as soon as you deviate a little bit, like just a little bit, you're going to lose. And today was one of those days where I think I kept a hand of 7 one time, maybe twice. And it just didn't matter because the Lotus Field deck had their entire combo on turn 2, both games. So it's just another disaster. I did win one game against Gruul Vehicles because the opponent couldn't do anything. I lost games 2 and 3 due to unbelievably bad, good top decks for the opponent. I don't think I made any mistakes today. Well, I did make one mistake. I did forget to attack, or I made a mistake with the Bank Buster being an idiot like I normally am. But in the end, it didn't matter. They wouldn't have died anyways. They would have survived and would have beat me anyways. So, like, no true, terrible, horrible game-ending mistakes that came back to haunt me. It was just a day where you really question what you're doing with your life, and, I'm pathetic. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time to finish this league up. I gotta get these Misery Shadows out. They are so bad. They are so bad. And, and the thing is, the constant mental illness that I'm going through when I play this game is as soon as I take out the Misery Shadows, I'll take them out and I'll play 4 out of 5 matches in the next league will be Rakdos Sacrifice Mono Green. And then people will say we should have took those out. Well, I'm not going to play against those every time except for that league, right? And I'll leave them in the next league, I won't play against them ever again, and it's just horrible. And I'm really down on Misery Shadow. I just don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's a quality enough card. I think it's too slow. I think it's too weird. You know, it's not a Douthie Voidwalker where it can't be blocked. Douthie Voidwalker is way better than Misery Shadow, and I'm not happy at all. But you know, this is what I get for trying to follow the trends instead of following my own heart. Um, you know, I'm really gonna suffer for several weeks playing this deck again. But what else am I gonna do, right? Like I need to play for RCQs. I need to play for I have some sort of goal. Otherwise, I'm just playing for no reason, in my opinion. I'm not one of those guys that can just sit down, shit some liquefied shit out of my ass, and be like, hey, I'm here to play Magic. I need to have a purpose, a goal. And the goal is not to sit down and waste fucking time playing garbage cards and decks where I have no chance of winning with no chance of feeling good about myself. The point of me playing Magic is to try and win a tournament, right? That's why you play. I'm not one of these guys, like I said, that sits down and it's like I'm going to play with a pile of shit and think that I'm going to have fun. I won't have fun. I've tried doing that, and I can't even do it with friends that can't even afford cards, right? We get the 2 jumpstart packs, or whatever they call it. I've tried this before, and it just pisses me the fuck off that I'm playing with garbage with no intentions of like trying to prove I'm a good player or anything. Like it's just how I am. Some people can play Magic and have no purpose. You know, most of those people that play Magic with no purpose generally have no purpose in life in terms of like they have no goals in life. Like, you know, like all my friends, you know, and you know, they have nothing going on for them. They don't want to do anything with their life. It's very confusing to me. How can someone live this way? You know, same way when I look at people playing Magic, that I don't care. I just throw cards down on the table. What the hell are you doing this for? You could go play like fucking Call of Duty. That doesn't matter. I mean, I guess you could try to be competitive in that, but I'm not into Call of Duty, so I don't know. I guess each their own, but I can't be running these Misery Shadows. They're just super bad. They're super unfun. They just don't work against anything except for 2 specific decks. I guess technically against Is It Phoenix, but they're just gonna fucking die to Is It Phoenix. There's no way they're gonna survive. They're gonna get killed somehow. If She Aldred is dying, usually the turn I play it, there is no way a Misery Shadow is gonna make it. It's not gonna happen. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Let's do some shout outs. Shout outs to Manure Bud, Seeknair95, Chippy Sticks. I like that name for some reason. KO Diamonds, the Luke Man 98, and the MTG Bot, and the Nightbot for keeping me company. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for putting up with how bad this was. I'm trying not to get upset. I'm trying to keep a level load, but I will be honest and say that this was a terrible day. This is another bad run with Rakdos and Pioneer. You just feel so hopeless with these cards. You know, there's a lot of things in Modern where you're like you're losing pretty bad, but you know that if you have 2 good draws in a row and your opponent's kind of getting stuck, like maybe they accidentally top decked a land for a turn, that you can get back in. You can find a way back in Modern because the cards are so strong and they work so well together in any, you know, constructed deck. But in this format and in Standard, it's just like, man, I'm down and I'm out. Like it's turn 3 and I've already lost bad. And like the opponent just killed like a Blood Tithe Harvester. It's like probably done, you know. This format's just not nearly as good as Modern. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But Wizards, smart on them. They force us to play this. They know us competitive guys like myself will play any format they tell you. Like I'm probably gonna play Standard at some point because I still want to be on that RCQ grind until I just decide I can't do this anymore because of family things, you know. Which I'm kind of looking forward to that day coming where I'm just like, you know what, I just can't play this game anymore. I got too much responsibility outside of Magic. It's time to becoming a 100% real robust adult and abandon this shit. But that day is still far away. Don't think that's going to happen next week. Probably at least another year of this. And but I'm just trying my best. And today my best just was not enough. Just wasn't.
And part of that is Misery Shadow's fault. I don't care. I don't care if it didn't do anything wrong today. I'm going to blame it. Someone's got to be the fall guy, and it's going to be it. Okay? All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you did watch this on Twitch, please consider following. Watch this on YouTube, please consider subscribing to this video a thumbs up. That'd be great. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time. You can follow me on Twitter. I don't know why. I mean, what the hell is Twitter even for? But I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for more Rakdos Midrange action. I'm going to watch the Mariners tonight. My wife's making hamburger helpers. I'm pretty excited about that. And everyone be safe out there. Eat some good food, drink some good beverages, spend time with your loved ones. It's the most important thing you can do. And I hope to see you all here tomorrow for probably more of me getting beaten down. Probably just more epic beatings for your friend Major Riot. All right, or enemy Major Riot, however you want to phrase it. Friend, enemy, unknown, dumbass. I don't know. All right, guys. Peace.